Hi everyone, this is Anil Kumar. I think last video that we have seen using the bean factory how we will read the Spring configuration file, whatever the beans that we have declared. The bean we have declared is the circle. So there is another way of reading the Spring configuration file using the application context. So application context is a superset of bean factory. Whatever the feature that Bean Factory provides, application context also provides, and also some additional features like annotation based and also some DAO support, all those some kind of extra AOP, those kind of features that it will extra provide. We will see those particular features in the upcoming classes. But we will see what is the way of doing the application context, how we can read it. I'm just I think I'm commenting here the XML bean factory. Okay, let me create a application context. Application context is the class that Spring will provide to us. The way we will create application context is using the class path. There is a class in Spring that will provide to us class path application context. Okay, class path application context. We need to read the Spring configuration file here. So spring.xml, it will read all the beans available in the configuration file, and I think what it is giving, it is asking to import this application context. So what we have configured in the last video, this is the circle class. Okay, it will invoke the circle class and it will print the output. So let me run this application. So yeah, it has run without issues. So and this is the way of implementing using the application context. So what we will do is now we will create a property in the circle, and with that property we will supply a dynamic value through the dependency injection. Whenever I think you remember any property of a circle or rectangle, so radius is one of the property is of a circle. So let me write the property in the kind member variable. Okay, int radius. Okay, I'm not supplying any value here, I will supply dynamically through Spring. Let me create a setters and getters. If you right click here and go to source, there is a method called generate getters and setters. So there is a feature, not method actually. So it will create a get radius and set radius. I'm just moving this method to little bit backwards to make you understand correctly. So I will try to print this radius. Okay, I will try to print this radius in the same method. uh, there is no value here. Okay, by default any int value it will take 0. Okay, but what I'm trying to do is I am going to spring.xml. There is a property called there is a bean property called property. There is a tag called property. So with that property, what we need to do is we need to supply the name, the same name whatever we have created as the member variable of this circle, because this is the circle implementation. So we need to use this radius. If you use this radius as a property, it will find out what is the get radius and set radius, and it will try to identify the value. Okay, value I am supplying here is 25. Okay, so this value will be dynamically applied to this circle property, and it would assign to this radius value. Okay, this is how the property based, this is called property based injection. Okay, so let me run this application, run this example here. App.java. And remember, I am not changing any single line of code in the client code. Okay, so let me run this application. If I click on run, boom, this value has been set here. So even you can dynamically change this value to 25 to some 50. Okay, you can run this application dynamically, the value being set. Okay, you no need to change any Java code here and no need to compile anything. Okay. So this is how the property injection works. So in our next video, we will see the constructor based injection. We will create a constructor argument in our Java class, and we will supply the constructor argument here, and we will see how that would be implemented, and we will see what is the difference between the property based injection, like setter based injection, and the constructor based injection. Thanks for watching my video. If you like it, please like the button, click on the like button, and do subscribe to my channel. Thanks a lot.